Uh, Nowadays, the fishery sector is facing the conflicts between the inshore fishery and the offshore fishery. But we have the existing law to control the fishery, but still, because of law enforcement, it's become the many conflicts along the coastal area and in the fishery. So that. So according to this fish stock, the socio-economy of in the estuarine region become change in the region. Yeah. This is the research method and approach. So I use the method for interviewing and focus group and household survey and participating appraiser survey in the area between the 2015 and 2016 within that period. This table shows how on the 4 villages how the fishery declined within the 10 years back. And this also showing how the fishery sector, the number of boats declined within 10 years period. This photo is the activity was my when I'm doing the research. And this is the data of the village, the whole village, which is in there some of the fish are totally distinct and some of the fish species are rare and some of the fish species are distinct, could not find out. And this also the data of 4 villages. This is a potential threat which I have found in the when I was doing the research. So the major cause of the depletion in the area is the main thing is overfishing by using large fishing boat at the mouth of the estuary, and then they're using the small mesh-side net. We call it dongmao, that fishing net. And then some people they use the trolling, baby troll, we call it bottom trawler, and then also the identification of the spawning and juvenile fishes within the inner creek. This is the major factor division of the fishery. So the overfishing also happening the decreasing of the fish stock in the river, so that in turn change to the changing of the fishery and then also change to the socio-economy of the region. And also fish declining is not only for the because of the overfishing, but also because of the sedimentation and the hydrogeological changes in the area. And in some of the area, the erosion is severe and become a long mudflat. So that in mudflat, that in time the benefit to the for the local people. So that the local people, this is the erosion. So the local people they make the mudflat fishery on the best mudflat, but it is not. It is the erosion area. In the past, it is a village. So even they lost the village, but they can catch the fish on the mudflat. So what I mean is the fish declining is not only because of the overfishing, but also because of the geohydrological change, and then because of that the habitat for the commercial species is lost in the bottom water. This is mentioning about how the socio-economic change in the village. Some of the people, some of the fisher, they quit the job because of the fish stock is very decline in the sea. That is why they leave the job and then they move to the other place, to another work, or they move to the other country. And some of the people they become the worker, and the rich people who can invest the fishery, and who can invest the fishery and for the very big boat and invest in the offshore. That is why the local people and the labor design also changes. They also did mention about how the socio-economy change in the area. So as in conclusion, like many other rivers in the world, Tamil River estuary is facing the pressure from the number of ecological and anthropogenic threats. So this chapter shows that this chapter point out the trends of changes as to socio-economy and in terms of the fishery. So it is also show how changes in the fishery affect in the rural poor inequality, and changes are related to the range of ecological and socio-economic factor. So this photo is the showing the local ethnic army. They announce in the riverbank not to catch the fish because in the estuary the fish is declining. That is why, but the local regional government cannot control, and the law enforcement is very low. That is why the local ethnic army, they try to manage the area. In the area, Mon and Kenyan army, they collaborate in that area. So nowadays, this is the one that I was doing this research. But this year, what I heard is we have a project. We have a project on the integrated resource management leading by our Vice President. In that project is now forcing to integrate among the government agency to understand about the project, and then to manage the coastal resources, especially on the coastal fishery. So that in that from that project, the people from that project, the government try to manage the inland fishery also. So that I think they not only emphasize on the government, they relating with the research. So that this my research will hopefully will helpful to the policymaker. Thank you.
I think my first sort of reaction, the first time I've heard Professor Cherry sort of speak, but it just reminds me of the importance of being able to integrate a few things. You know, you can't just be a fishery expert if you're trying to understand the situation. So law,